Single guys? Anyone? Okay, all right. Hey, put your hands together for your next performer. Give it up for Greg Schwartz, everybody. Greg Schwartz!
Thank you, Sarasota. Welcome. I am tonight's token Jew. No, I am 100% Jewish. Thank you. Well, I tell people that. It's really more like 96%. The rabbi keeps a small tip at birth. Yeah, I recently took one of those DNA tests, found out that I'm a German Jew. No, it's fortunate. It really helps to explain my suicidal thoughts. I'm not originally from Florida. I'm originally from up north. Thank you. But I did recently move for family reasons. My wife said we were going. I got to tell you, coming down to Florida, you guys have some of the strangest tourist attractions I've ever seen in my life. I was on the other side of the state, and I came upon the Fountain of Youth in Florida. I don't think it works. Another odd tourist attraction you guys have down here. Did you know that Florida has a poop museum? That's not even a joke. There is a museum over in Bradenton that houses the world's second largest collection of fossilized poop. Yeah. The largest collection is still Congress. So I'm happy to announce that I am recently retired. Thank you. Yep. I was a teacher. Thank you. Yep. Yeah, and when people hear that, the first question I'm usually asked is, what do you teach? Morons. You would not believe the shit that comes out of a student's mouth. I once had a student tell me that the Great Depression is what his mother suffered after his sister was born. Another kid actually asked what year the War of 1812 took place. But I think my favorite was the student who, after learning that seedless grapes were genetically modified to not have seeds, asked, "Is that like chicken and boneless chicken?" He was our valedictorian. I taught for 25 years, which was long enough to start having thank you. Thanks. It was long enough to start having second-generation students, which is just a bizarre experience. Yeah, first day of school one year, a girl raised her hand and said, "Mr. Schwartz, you had my mother as a student." I said, "I know. She's still sitting right next to you." I was a history teacher, and every year, students would always ask me the same question. "When am I going to need to know this?" I'm like, "I don't know. How about next year when you repeat the class?" One year I decided to let my students vote on having a class pet. Some students wanted a gerbil, some voted for a fish, but the majority voted for the kid that asked when the War of 1812 took place. I taught in an inner city school district, and we had a really, really big drug problem. Yeah, there just weren't enough to go around. No, one day I busted students selling pot brownies in the cafeteria. I got sent to the principal's office. According to my boss, when a student is selling pot brownies, the appropriate response is not, "I'll take 2." It's 3. But I'll leave you with the hardest thing about being a teacher. It's actually dealing with parents. A few years ago, some officials at the local Mormon church heard that I told my students some Mormons once practiced polygamy, and they waged a campaign to get me fired. I just said, listen, if you're that upset with what I said, just come down to the school and let's discuss it during a parent-teacher conference. Thank you. My name's Greg Schwartz.
Greg Schwartz, everybody.